Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we're looking at the eagerly anticipated Ant from Erik Larsen, issue number 1. Can't wait to show it to you guys. It's a great comic book. Stick around to the end of the video and I'll reveal the Ant pinup I did for a new fan-made anthology just out called Darkest Image. So I'm going to cue the intro. You guys subscribe to my channel, hit like, and I'll be right back.
FitzTroytv. Comic book art critiques. Snarky, sarcastic ways. Represent and geeky gaze. Aliens, comics, rule the day. Hurry up and turn that page. Michael FitzTroy.
Alright, so Ant. Oh, I forgot my Ant joke. So what did the Pink Panther say when he stepped on an ant? Dead ant. Dead ant. Dead ant. Dead ant. Yes, I know. Hilarious, right? Anyway, so Ant, have you heard of this comic book? There's like a crazy backstory to this character. This character was is kind of obscure but kind of infamous. There is a YouTube channel called Jerk Comic by Uncle Jerk. Great channel. Love his stuff. He did an extensive video on the story of Ant and its creator, Mario Gully. It's kind of a sad tale, and he talks about how he created Ant when he was in prison and kind of the backstory on the publishing history of Ant and how it wound up at Image and eventually being purchased by Erik Larsen. Erik Larsen has had the property for a few years. He's always busy with a ton of projects, and now he's finally found time and or inspiration or both to release Ant. He started out by doing Ant issue 12 to wrap up the first 11 issues from Image Comic, which I did not get. I missed the boat. Sorry. You snooze, you lose with certain comic books. And he's relaunching it with this issue 1, and it's really good. I love it. This is one of 8 covers. I don't know, Larsen seems a little schizophrenic with the variant covers. Like, some just have different lettering. I don't know, 4 of them all look alike. But whatever, I don't care. I don't care about variants. Just show me the money. So Ant by Erik Larsen, story, art, and color. I love that he's doing the colors on this. Mike Torres is doing color flats. Industry legend Jack Morelli doing letters. Josh Eichhorn is the hardworking farm boy, whatever that means. Based in part on the work of Mario Gully and Ant created by Mario Gully. I think it's a little sad that when a creator sells their property, especially for as little as he sold it in the grand scheme of things. I mean, obviously it could be more lucrative and get a lot more attention probably in Erik Larsen's hands. So who's to say, like, if Mario would have followed through with it and had the chance to do anything else with it and make any more money. So we're kind of getting a new origin, but Larsen is being faithful and trying to tie in elements of what came before and just sort of make it work within the continuity or the existence in the Image universe. But I love Erik Larsen so much. He's just a classic comic book storyteller. He loves comic books. He has like the dynamic action of Kirby, and just is a great storyteller. He's using a pared down sort of style with a lot less rendering, a lot more open, aside from the Ant figure herself. You can see all the shadow and rendering on her. I think she's a cool design. She looks super slick. It's a little American Horror Story, a little Spider-Man. So these, I guess, are future villains. I don't know if they existed within the Ant universe. If they did, like, hats off to Mario Gully. If they're all new creations from Erik Larsen, hats off to Erik. Erik always creates amazing villains. This is putting Ant into sort of the Batman category for me. If these are the kind of villains we get, these are like classic, great villains, like very Dick Tracy-esque. And, you know, a hero is only as good as their rogues gallery, and if that is the case, we are in for a treat because, I mean, come on, Pussyfoot. It doesn't get much better than that. Yuck It Up, Randy Dandy, Quizmaster, Half Black, and I guess that's it so far. But I love the style. The coloring is a little different. I have to point out, because it happens a lot, or it runs throughout the book, they call this BWS, or Black with Stars, or just like a night sky with stars. And I love the way Larsen does his BWS, because there's so many stars all the time, and he just like puts in tons of detail in that. And this is such a great like double page spread. Very cool. I love it. So we get Anne as a child, and it tells about her father. And I guess in the original Ant comic book, she really only existed in the little girl's journal as sort of like a fictionalized hero version of herself. And Larsen explains in the back how that sort of morphed and became what it is here. And her father is doing some sort of work for the government, and I don't know, it's weird because the government ties with the sort of backstory and creating sort of a formula or whatever. It was reminding me a little, just the vibe of it, of Barry Windsor Smith's Monsters, oddly enough. I know you're looking at it and saying, like, what the hell? I think just, like, the sort of mood and the sort of, I don't know, backstory. This little creep, I hate bullies, and this chick bullies Aunt when she was a little girl, even leading to her having a horrible accident, and she grows up to be an even meaner, uglier bully than she was before. And I hope and pray that she gets her just desserts. You hear me? Erik needs to turn her into like some big villain so Aunt can like tear her head off or do something horrible to her. So I guess, a lot of the original Ant's backstory is like tied in tragedy, and this kind of echoes that and kind of echoes creator Mario Gully's own journey. But Erik Larsen is taking a lot of the ant elements and definitely making them his own. I really have enjoyed this first issue. Some of the art looks slightly rushed, and but it's within the confines of the style Larsen chose to do this book. I think, in a way, since he also, writes pencils and inks and is coloring here, a monthly Savage Dragon, he had to choose a style that would look good and sort of enabled him to keep up with a monthly pace. Although he is one of the rare breed artists who can handle 2 monthly books. Not many of those exist, but I love Erik Larsen's raw energy and his pencils and inks, and it reminds me of the old Kirby adage, I get paid to draw, not to erase. So just keep the pencil moving forward, and throw in a couple of double page spreads while you're at it, because that always helps. This is reminding me of my own pinup in Darkest Image, the handmade charity book that I contributed an Ant pinup to, that I'll show you at the end. Anyway, I love her costume. I think it is so cool. I love how super shiny she is, and I'm not completely sure what her powers are. I don't know if there's any sort of venom or anything in these pincers, but that would be cool if there was. It was a great first issue. Here he's telling about, what happened and the backstory. If you were never on board with Anne, I don't think I ever owned a copy of Anne, even though I was well aware of the character and thought that Mario Gully was like a pretty promising young artist. And, I wish him the best, and I hope that he finds success someday, maybe with another character or something. But hopefully his story doesn't end as tragically as it has been throughout his career. But anyway, and then there's some sketches in the back, and I love the sketchbook. I love seeing works in progress, and I love like little things. Oh, and we get Spawn and Ant here too. So hopefully we'll be seeing some other Image characters, whoever's left anyway. It feels like it's just Dragon and Spawn from the original batch of people. So who knows who will be popping up in here, but it'll be fun to see. I'm definitely in it for the long haul. I'm so glad that he started over with number 1. Always a good place to start, right, guys? So, Erik Larsen's books, I don't know if it's because, for whatever reason, I mean, they have multiple covers and all this stuff. Definitely put this on your pull list. If you missed out on it, you need to get it. It's a great comic book. I really love it. Like I said, I'm going to end the video with a little glimpse at the ant pinup I did. It's a tribute to Milo Manara's Spider-Woman, which was a lot of fun to do, and I think it turned out pretty cool. I'll put a link to Darkest Image in the description if you want to check out that book and see what it's about. So thanks for watching. Definitely pick up Erik Larsen's Ant. Totally worth the wait. It's been languishing in the void for a while, but here we are. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, share my content, and I'll bring you some more later. All right, thanks, guys.